Hey there. New comics this week. I only got 3. Not too much stuff has come out, and there's no Batman books out. So here's what we got. This week I got Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, issue 27, written by Jane Epson, or ESPN son, and George Genty. And it's part 2 of Retreat, which has Buffy and the Vampire Slayers all retreating from their castle after the big attack. The forces of Twilight has attacked them, and they retreated. They teleported themselves the hell out of there in their nuclear sub and landed right on Oz's front porch. And you know, Oz, he's not going to go, "Get off my damn porch, you fucking submarine." No, he's Oz. You know, he welcomes them. And he has changed quite a bit. Well, maybe he's matured quite a bit. He's figured out the werewolf thing. He has a wife who's also a werewolf and a baby. Yikes. And he's doing his best to help them out. Meanwhile, they're trying to keep hidden from the forces trying to get them. Really good work here. It's nice to see direction again on the series. It's been good, but you know, not great, and it's been feeling a little aimless in the last few issues. But this storyline, I think we're getting close to the end of this season 8 story. The art's terrific as usual, and Genty is probably my favorite of the Buffy artists. He does a usually good job of capturing the essence of what the characters look like, as opposed, you know, compared to the actors who helped create them. So there has to be those kind of distinctive looks. But you know, you have to make the comic still look good and flow. And you know, I would sacrifice a good-looking comic versus a comic where everyone looks exactly alike, like the old Topps X-Files comics, where I don't know, in some issues where they look just like the actors, the art sucked. And a lot of the old Batman adaptations where they made sure they looked like Michael Keaton, but boy, it wasn't a very good-looking comic to look at. So, you know, he runs a pretty fine line. Oz really doesn't look like Seth Green up until this bit right here, where he has to recreate a scene from the old show. But you know, pretty good actually. The cover is excellent as always. I always love the covers on these, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'd say 4 RAM chips for this one. If you're liking Buffy, if you walked away because it was getting a little boring, it's time to come back. They're getting shit together. 4 RAM chips. Meanwhile, over on Angel's side of the world, I haven't been reading the IDW, although I understand it's been pretty good. I decided to pick this issue up because, as I mentioned in the previous video, the Ask the Real Manos video, Drusilla is one of my all-time favorite vampire characters. And she's back. And this is issue 24. And to my relief, I didn't have to know what's happened in the previous 23 issues. It's written very wisely in that regard. It's co-written by Juliet Landau herself, which is pretty exciting. She came up with the story. She co-wrote the script with Brian Lynch, and the art is by Franco Euro. Lindsay and I had a discussion about Euro. What did you say it was?
Uru?
Uru? That just does not come off my tongue very easily. I feel like I have to crack my vocal cords after I say that. Okay. And here we go. This is excellent, actually. To be honest, I didn't watch the last season of Angel, so I have no idea what Drusilla was doing at the end. But according to this, she's been locked up in an insane asylum, and the people who run it are doing their best to kind of keep her at bay, even though she occasionally gets away and kills people. This is excellent. Compared to the Buffy's, this is the first IDW Angel book I've read, so this is what I have to go on. Compared to the Buffy stuff, which is far superior than the previous Dark Horse series, but has occasionally only reached the levels of the TV show. Sometimes it's been okay. This is fantastic. This is like a really good episode of Angel. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Maybe because I just missed the character. It's just great seeing her again. But I really enjoyed it. The colors are... They only use a few simple colors in this. I'm not sure if that's for economic reasons or not, but it really does kind of jump out. I enjoyed this quite a bit, and I'll be at least reading the Drusilla storyline for the next couple of issues. I don't know, maybe I'll start reading Angel. But this is 5 RAM chips. I loved it a lot. And meanwhile, over at Marvel, issue 55 of New Avengers, as usual, written by Brian Michael Bendis and Stuart Immonen. There's a quick flashback to a previous storyline where they were suckered into fighting the Hood's gang of bad guys. And after that, a couple of those bad guys found this piece of machinery that Stark developed, which is a power disruptor. And they rebuilt it and sucker the Avengers to come and attack, and then they get their power sucked out. The end. Yeah, you know, not too much stuff happens in a Brian Michael Bendis comic. It's usually like 3 things, if that. But there's a lot of good dialogue on, as usual, an argument at the meeting over what to do about Osborn. Hawkeye wants to just kill him. It's like, you know what, we just have to kill him. And that sparks an argument. Of course, Spider-Man is all against it and will leave. And Luke Cage backs him up, but still wants to at least talk about the issue, which is probably a smart move. And meanwhile, Spider-Man's going, I'm a complete immature asshole. Great work. I'd say 4 RAM chips. Oh, by the way, there's a preview of Vengeance of Moon Knight at the end, and not interested. It's like he shows up in this spaceship that turns into a bike and shoots some guys robbing a bank, and no. What am I supposed to be impressed by that? Oh well. 4 RAM chips for that issue 55 of New Avengers. Anyway, I have more comic reviews up next week, hopefully some Batman stuff. Speaking of Batman, I'm getting together another list. I'm going to do Batman Favorites 3, probably next week once I kind of settle on, I'm not even sure how many comics I'll do. I'll probably do 5 or 6 or something. I don't want to do too many or too little. But, and I also want to do a nice mix in the Batman favorites as well. So, I'll probably have that next week. Well, I think that's it. Until next time, push the button, Lindsay.